Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, lovely people of Biafraland. Wherever you're joining us from today, you're highly welcome to Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube platform that gives you quality news, quality information on everything happening in Biafraland. Welcome to News Roundup in Biafraland today. The news headline: Simon Èkpá has reduced tension in Southeast. Nigerian Army speaks. The news in detail. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has claimed that Simon Èkpá's arrest in Finland has greatly reduced the tension in the southeast. According to him, Operation Udoka by the defense headquarters has also helped in restoring peace in the region. Musa said they were working with the people to ensure stability in the region. He also said this when he appeared before the House of Representatives Committee on Defense to defend the 2025 budget. Musa said, with the arrest of Simon Èkpá, it has greatly reduced the tension. Also, with Operation Udoka, we are also doing that, picking up most of the leadership that are there, taking them out and then making sure that the place is peaceful. The sit at home on Monday is gradually diminishing. We are also working with the political leaders there because we understand, as I said always, that we need to have local support because without it, it's difficult. The terrain is very challenging, so we need to work together. It is improving, Musa said. Musa said the last holiday period was very peaceful because they were very proactive. He also said they were committed to non-kinetic measure of addressing the security problems, and this was yielding positive results. Now, before I, go further into today's news, I'm gonna say something here briefly. We all know Musa, to be a CDS that knows how to lie. That is just the simple thing about Musa. I've dropped most of his videos here over and over again, and you will agree with me the lies that Musa has been giving, and the propaganda he has been giving to the people. But I'm not actually moved or deterred by those things because we truly know what is, keeping Biafrans. If not for the Biafran Defense Forces, these terrorists who claim to be restoring peace, like Musa said in quote, would have destroyed a lot of lives and properties. Musa failed to, say clearly about the issue happening in Bitolu and the Osu, the popular one in Osu, where terrorists are macheting and buying innocent Biafrans. Oh, he didn't mention that. He didn't mention that because he will never mention it. So don't be carried away by this propaganda of these people. Now, before we go into the next news, let me drop a video, a very quick one, a very important video to make you understand that, all these politicians, these so-called governors and these so-called Ohanese, Ndoshin and Apare and the DOS who are now working with them, they are all criminal and God will judge them all. These people have actually deviated a means of, suffocating the Biafran people. Listen to this video.
Oji, it's interesting you ask this question. And the reason I don't know what the Southeast Governors Forum are doing. I don't know what they discuss when they meet. But there are critical areas that we must address. And we must bring to the table as soon as possible. The Southeast, yes, is the only region that does not have a high-pressure gas transmission pipe to take natural gas through it. You have the AKK, the Ajaokuta, Abuja, Kaduna, Kanu. There is a second phase of that AKK that goes to Gausu in Zamfara. Now, in that AKK, you have pressure metering and reduction stations in Gwagwalada for Abuja. You have in Kaduna, you have in Kanu. And then you're also going to have in Gausu when the second phase starts. That AKK is what the government hopes to extend for transnational gas pipeline through Niger Republic to Algeria, even if I don't think that will be feasible because of the lack of diplomatic relationship between Niger Republic and the Nigerian government in Abuja. Okay? The southeast does not have a pipe that runs through it, despite the fact that Abia State produces a lot of natural gas. In 2007, Ibe Kachuku designed Nigerian Gas Master Plan, and in that master plan, he put a 121-kilometer pipe that is supposed to extend from Aba to Owerri, to Enugu, to Onitsha, and then to Nnewi. The government says that no, they want to do a TNGP pipe extension from Abia State to Ajaokuta, and the second phase is going to go from Abia State to Enugu to Ajaokuta. That is going to take gas away from the southeast, not through the southeast. You need a pipe that extends around, because you need gas for glass fabrication, you need gas for urea, you need gas for power. 40% of the gas that is typically produced every day, either through associated gas that you get when you drill crude oil, yeah, or through non-associated gas fields, is used for electricity. So how do you want to increase generation and increase feedstock to the gencos in the southeast if you don't build a high-pressure transmission pipe? Whose responsibility is it to make sure that this happens? It's the Nigerian Gas Infrastructure Company, which is a subsidiary of the NNPC group. So my question to the management of NNPC is, why have they refused to commission FID for gas pipes to the southeast? Why has the Southeast Governors Forum not gotten into a meeting with the president to ask him why the region does not have a gas pipe that runs through it? What exactly is wrong that it seems that there is like a calculated power share between the northwest and the southwest, and until every other region in Nigeria gets permission from the northwest and the southwest, nothing happens in their region? It doesn't make any sense. How can Mr. President be talking about renewed hope and economic transformation and increase in the per capita income of Nigerians and prosperity for Nigerians, about building a $1 trillion economy, when everything is centered around Lagos?
All right, let me...
Somebody... Oji, you know, it's interesting you ask this question, and the reason I don't know what the Southeast Governors Forum are doing. I don't know what they discuss when they meet, but there are critical areas that we must...
Now you've actually heard it yourself, you know, without even mincing word. They are trying to suffocate Biafraland, but they cannot succeed, you know, because one thing I believe is that no be today then start, you know, all these their suffocation and act. But last, Umuchuko Kike will come out victoriously. Now, on other news today, you've betrayed Igbo nation. Clerics blast Southeast governors over Nnamdi Kanu prolonged detention. The news in detail. Some clerics under the umbrella of the concerned Igbo ministers commissioned have condemned the governors of the Southeast region over the prolonged detention of the Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. The cleric, in an open letter signed by President General / International Coordinator Tony Anthony and his Secretary General Tony Osuji, accused the Southeast governors of betraying the Igbo nations. The group, in its letter dated January 8, 2025, it has become clear that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Southeast governors vow to ensure that Kanu is not released. It reads in part, last week, Prince Emmanuel Kanu, younger brother to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, reviewed their deal before the 2023 general election with Sheyi Tinubu, the president's son. With the approval of his father, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, on how Kanu would be released if Tinubu wins the presidency, further accusing the governors of being responsible for the insecurity in the region, said the leaders of the Southeast should have pressed for Kanu's release from the president. We, as a group, are now urging all religious leaders to begin raising questions about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is yet to be released, the group added. They further described Kanu's continued detention as an outright humiliation of the Igbo people. Say now today we now start to know that you know, these people are and will always be against the Igbo tribes. But that is not actually the issue. That was why I played that video. That part, clearly clarifies the fact that both the governors, and these so-called politicians will continue to be a slave, to their paymaster. And as for Tinubu, we know he doesn't. If it's about Tinubu, if there is other ways for Nnamdi Kanu to be released, it is better we pursue it that way. But for Tinubu, nah, I don't see it coming from him. Now, the final news for today. Charles Soludo has responded to allegation that he is against Kanu's release. The news in detail. Governor Charles Soludo of Anambra State has lamented that criminals have hijacked the agitation for Biafran independence from Nigeria. Biafra is often used by some separatist groups to refer to the southeast and some parts of south-south Nigeria. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, is among the groups leading the agitation. In a statement on Tuesday from Law Mefo, the Anambra Commissioner for Information, Mr. Soludo said he was deeply concerned about the hijack of the Biafran agitation by criminals. These individuals have turned the agitation into a lucrative enterprise, engaging in kidnapping, robbery, ritual killings, and other heinous crimes for ransom rather. This development has not only undermined the legitimacy of the Biafran agitation, but has also posed a significant threat to the security and stability of the southeast region, the governor said. He said, the hijack of the Biafran agitation has caused a surge in violent crimes in the southeast, including kidnapping, robbery, and ritual killings. These crimes have not only claimed lives, but have also caused widespread fears and insecurity among the population. Furthermore, the hijack has undermined the economic development of the region as investors are reluctant to invest in an environment characterized by violence and insecurity, Mr. Soludo said. Well, that is that today on News Roundup. We'll be coming, your way tomorrow again with other news trending and happening in Biafraland. Do not forget to make sure you share, this news to as many Biafrans as possible, because we will continue to update you with whatever that is happening in Biafraland. It is left for you to continue to spread the gospel of the Biafran people. As we also say congratulations to the Biafran Republic government in exile for the new victory that they just recorded. Thank you for joining us, and God bless you.
Then this woman, after we fat, or don't care medical kobi. Nelonu this woman, and she's a criminal. This woman be a mepe account when I scam Biafra. Nasisi donate, onyo ona uzi donation. This woman be a where Biafran struggle where I am a onyo. We have never seen her in the struggle before. Any now dog and killing the econo onyo ona de zuzi Biafra oshi. Onyo ne follow this woman and be very careful. She's a criminal. Onyo she call. Onyo ona be very, very careful. Niha now emecha ka post ore yo na mana WhatsApp my post na WhatsApp group post we mana destin. This woman jeje mepe eba na donate ego. Wole na ekwu na our declaration I declare on 29 is not on 29, no, on 2nd of December. While na this idiot Abelo Finland or no na the agitation, nobody know her. This woman kicked out by Obato Bie. They kicked her out. She's an idiot. Onyo ona na ejizi no Biafra ezuoshi. Onye na lo obodo ye chezi boro na alo. Igbo ya no undo ye na scammers. Oya wa ye duru na this is struggle. This idiot say that ne declare la Biafra ne kuta our COS. Ne kuta our chief of staff. Our deputy prime minister. Na akpo ya aja afa nwanye na akpali nwanye ibie. Onda unde mas na ejeje nyo ochiba. Mwana ebechasia na maka onwere ụmụ nwoke na ara kete besesia ebe ba jiri wuru nwoke tizie nke nwanyị. Ụfọdụ ụmụ nwoke ebesi ụmụ nwanyị ebesesia ebe ba jiri wuru nwanyị tinyezie nke nwoke. Onda ndị na-enwe confusion every time. So onye ọ na-amadi si woman ọ sị na afọ ahụ gịnị dị. Gwana m ife atụ ka kwado ife atụ ka ọ gịnị dị. Chere ife atụ. Onye ọ na-amụ ya nụ because onye ọ na chọrọ nnọọ onye bata na social media. Instead o ya build platform ya ji nwa ya build onye. Amaka na this woman onye oshi a scam on a scam Biafrans. Me go see unu. Somebody another if I name or Biafra Finland. Man on America. Ebe ọ nọ agwa na declaration 1 second nke na chie na aka ya declare nke ọ sign na that day o ife oye ekwu ka ndị ya scam nwee ike ige ntị na scam ka o nwee ike scam unu. Anybody any donation online anybody so unu donation online support unu Biafra online o enye oshiko onye ahụ unu fe ebe ada ndị mba na ndị egere so donation online pa unu me criminal onye oshika ahụ. Like this idiot. Nenye. Donate. Owo na efu this logo. Gbawa. Onya nwanwuye. Owo na efu this logo. So good donate ye. A Fulani can never a Fulani woman enwe ike gwa ibe gbasara Biafra. Always oku na ịchọrọ Biafra nketa nkechi. We can put everything about Biafra bia. Mana etinye na ego gị n'ihe enweghị isi nod. Don't do that. And if ọzọ na-achọkwa egwu unu maka ndị na-eme IOU loan. Ndị na-eme IOU loan ka m na-agwa okwu a. Negeye this woman ya nwe ịma onye ya ha na-ezu oshi obi otu logo tinyere gị American logo. If you no belong, a man no belong anywhere. Oh, the same woman, Biafra APC. Only you are the careful with these criminals. Nelulu all around. Snatch on the fire scam. Lazy people here cholo. If I am on email, man, I can say happy computer. Or quaconota, or wapota. Donate ye. He donate here, this woman, she's a criminal. Onyo she call onya make if also. And anybody wanna be an akotalono, this in Jemai in Eje, he made in Finland. Be careful on do to again because Ogan killing will many and such now and Galabaya, even after our money. While no again kelly, na chego. Shall we defend our land? Yana success. Neje na campo. I'm a success in the bono. onye batalu ha ebe ahụ egbuo ụmụazị nọ na that camp hijack ya the camp ọ ibe oge nkene na-eme kịta eji m the evidence abatalu ove na kampụ agbagbuo bụ onye nọ na the camp ndị nọ na the camp hijack ya the camp ka ezigbo na hijack camp for ka ba make sure that nobody ya batakwa na that camp again. You to can lend that our gallant people now fighting for us. But Kabale that was useless. On the main will escape. When you send the message. Nekwe ihe na-eme. O ife ndị a na-eme sikita. And the man born abata na the camp. Ụmụazị adịghị njikere. Abatara ha n'inyo. And the success that Kofa. I can now all our gallant men. Do not careful. Una anybody call. Or me contact me. Can you do number only upon a Biafran government? If you don't reach out to any call me, you have my number. That mean a buno like this. I'm of no if again killing a van na Sonia Palawa yeme. Be very careful. Be very careful. Ndi man also the standard in imo of yana. Ndi man also the stranded. Because the only place where is with that place. Because someone say one kin azune again. Because I got a woman and a cho. Ni mo bi ebeba no kwano. Take ele feju na ime ohia. Ejekwe banje buofa. Bande so na maraba na na church nwere onwe. Oge nkele mpuna anu nana. Mpuna anu nana. Gira van na so na ekparawa. And the mama da na lubi nadi na joy lobi. Na chioma okoma na die na eme na Biafraland is too much. O maka na ohu umu unu. O maka na ohu nwanne unu. Why unu ji egbuchasa ụmụ mmadụ na nkịtị? Eme unu nte eme unu nke. Just na be kweta ebe unu kwetere. Eche na unu so na unu dị in charge. Why you ji egbufa? Oge nkele, o kwesi na unu dị in charge, unu dị in control. Why unu ji egbu those boys? Is the question. Naju oge nkele. Ajuju naju aluzaya anyog. Aluzaya anyog, Biafrans want to know. Why is anyog that can ebuja so mumade na nkete na? Eche nation is in charge of them. Agency is not going to have control. Eche nina se ka twega yeji we take care of them. Why? Unu ji egbu ha o ife nchọrọ ịma. Why unu ji hijack their camp ebe ha ji wee mezie ebe obibi ebe ha kampụrụ wele na wele ebe obibi. Kedu ife chọrọ ka ụmụazị ahụ mee? You have men, but your men, how would you protect our land? Na ife a na-egbu n'Imo State, na ife a na-egbu n'Enugu State, na Ebonyi State, I mean to say, na ife a na-egbu n'Anambra State. Oge nkele isi that na ebe ka that oge nkele ahụ no self. I'm property ebe a. O nwere picture nke nji. Father, amara m ife m emeji save that picture. Ebe oge nkele na ema mmadụ abụ vancha niile ma success. Nwere onye ji that picture. So about this woman na egosi unu. After we fat. Onye ọwụna dị very careful about this criminal. Onye awo onye oshiko. Then very, very careful. Onye anọ na Biafra agitation. Onye nwe ibe gbasa with Biafra agitation. Nọkete ton uzie wolozie Biafra, uzie Biafra. Agitate weze for Biafra. defend the something also in Finland. It's terrible. You get as a be. So beacon. Egos go mono. Ihemoya. Odoweleje jine donate. Ine donate. Donate. Ine donate to somebody. And what you need to know about our onwe God. So munne me onye be very, very careful. Ono bata ona na share this program. Beacon munne. I can say can go see on.
Honorable.
Shut up. I don't know you're stupid honorable. 419 honorable. This man, Biafraland such on kono joy ajuju. And then I'm also this man damage. I actually may invite. I joy ajuju. I've been a program than them and they get it. Kai da root to onya. Man only kai si ada root to note. I had that root to offer. What on this man? Say I perceive our boys. Ya perceive our men. Ya perceive our men. Us now in charge of them. Tuan ego. This fundraising and misery or buffet quite save her. Yana success. I want a picture even for Yana success. I mention in a by a that picture. Any dream no. So munnem beacon. This man may be see fena buy. This man in the butcher so much buy. Noni morphia. Balanje also bani morphia for leaf a Jew. They are not as it again. This man is near in charge of them. This man is near to take good care of them. Here this man in the Moa Banyana their camp. Or butcher siafa. Hijack at the camp. Yeah, I hear this man name. Okay, I don't understand what is going on. I don't understand the kind of evil these people there. It made me understand. Okay, Nkele may give up may go too much. But then you stop or enough is enough for this rubbish. One day working in America, one day in America, all his family in America. This guy out there care. And also going to have a billion property in the Biafraland. So I'd catch Pudia. Rango soon in a buy. Patron Kunu number one, I can go down on this one. No, can go down on this one. Where's the God? It's a non-savory. Okay. And then and then a chance. I'm going to need a buy. I don't care. Just like that.
Okay. With your cock. With your cock. Family.
That's let me see a lot more like that. Oh my. I better go to this one. Actually, you go so something. And the one and go see on ya with actually Lanya. Because
people be around. Now the plane wapuru the thing all walk red like the bomb walk red. So then for them the thing got for itself.
Then zoom in it.
Oh, emerald that the uncle. Those who condemn,
Right.
huh? Bro,
Then the kind of bomb
so
that na one
the
community.
thing itself, the roof itself, all back location of
Let's
Baruch the thing itself, very, very bad.
at the house.
Very, very bad.
I think them more deep bomb before. Fact. And I need
The plane, you know, we didn't even sleep last night. That plane there fired without like you won't see the plane, or like an invisible plane, one kind of invisible plane like that.
the kind
Around
of
one, sharp one.
bomb that